unleashed something powerful.
The only chance we've got is together.
There is another person I can think of.
What's up?
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
What's up? What's up?
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
She just wanted to give me a hug. Wish me luck.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Sorry, I'm messing around.
Wish I had a suit. Even with like minimal powers. Or maybe even just a suit with no powers.
No.
Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp was once again directed by Peyton, who directed the first movie, and this is the 20th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yeah, the MCU is nearly beating James Bond as the franchise with the most entries. I figured that out. And once again, this stars Paul Rudd, Evangeline, Lilly, Michael Douglas, this time Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne, Hope's mother, and Hank Pym's wife. Once again, this movie is another MCU movie, which means fantastic action sequences involving the shrinking technology and the, I don't know how you call it, but Ant-Man becoming Giant Man. And this movie is much more fast-paced than the first one, and after the world-ending events of Avengers Infinity War, this movie is a refreshing breath of fresh air because it's much more light, much more fun, and much more small scale, obviously, because it's Ant-Man. And yeah, it does take place before Infinity War, but still after Civil War, but yeah, by the end it ties in with Infinity War. And like I said, the performances are great, and it's much more fun because the dialogues have been written in a way as if James Gunn or Taika Waititi would have written it for Thor Ragnarok or Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's as if the movie was designed to be much more fun and lighthearted and comedy. But it's not the type of comedy that Waititi did with Ragnarok, and neither the one that Gunn does for the Guardians. It's a more like a straightforward comedy, not one with a particular touch like those directors. Peyton Reed helms the action sequences really great, but after the greatness that was Killmonger and Thanos, Ghost, the villain in this, the second female villain after Kate Blanchett in Thor Ragnarok as Hela, she's weak. She's just there to get the job done, and she's not that great, although her backstory and her motivation do feel like you feel some sympathy for her, but she's just a quick cut villain, generic one with not much going on for her. Michelle Pfeiffer, she's not in the movie much, but she's great as Janet Van Dyne. She was really great, but there are things that happen in this movie that by the time the movie ends, you're like, there's a whole bunch of shit that didn't make sense. Like, the shrinking technology itself, like they explained the first one that they reduce the distance between atoms, like you diminish the size and then, but you technically keep your strength, but a whole bunch of shit happened in this movie that you're like, no, this is full on comic book movie now. There's no sort of scientific explanation for this, but you kind of roll with it because the action scenes, like I said, are really fantastic. And yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp, really great. And as for now, I'm gonna call spoiler alert. So the first mid-credit scene, yeah, Hank, Hope, and Janet disappear. Remember this from Infinity War? They just vanish in a pile of ash. Yeah, so those set photos from Avengers 4, where there's Ant-Man and a younger Captain America and an older Tony Stark. I mean, what's happening there, I don't know, but these definitely faded away like Winter Soldier, Black Panther. Wasp is no longer here. I mean, she stole the whole movie. Like, she was really great in the movie itself, but she's technically not gonna be in much of Avengers 4, because you'll have to wait for all the heroes to come back to see her again. But still, that mid-credit scene, the post-credit scene is just an ant playing battery, like, yeah, waste of time. So still overall, I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I'm gonna give it a B-. It's not as good as the first one, but still really great time, and can't wait for Captain Marvel and Avengers 4. As always guys, thanks for watching, give a big thumbs up, comment below, subscribe my channel, that way I can see you next time.
Experience the film critics are calling the perfect summer movie.
Let's fly!
Watch this.
It will rock your world.
Think about that.
The year of Marvel continues.
What are you doing sitting around?
Let's go.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, rated PG-13 tonight.